Hello there, Mr. Sutton here, bringing you the IM311 Part 1 solutions on graphing method. To solve this systems of equations by graphing, we're going to basically figure out where these two lines cross after we graph them both out. So for this first one, we have y equals x plus 1. That's going to be a y-intercept of positive 1. So I'll put a dot at 0, 1 on my graph here. And the slope of this, well, we have a 1x right here, so that's telling me that from any point on this line, if I want to stay on the line, I have to go up 1 over 1. So right here we go up 1 over 1 to get to this next point, and then I'm just going to draw a line through those. Now for this next line over here, we have a y-intercept of positive 3, the plus 3 here. This is our b value. So I'll put a dot at plus 3 right here. And now this negative x means I have a slope of minus 1 from that spot there. So I'm going to go down 1 over 1. And that actually brings me to the same dot that I graphed when I was graphing out my first line. So I don't need to do a second dot because I've already got one there. I am going to draw a line connecting those, however. So go all the way through, arrows at the end. And in order to see the solution, I just have to see where these lines cross. And that is at this point right here, which I'll just read right off the graph. That is the point 1, 2. To solve this system of equations by graphing, I need to graph out both of these lines and see where they cross, and that'll be my solution. So for this first one, using y equals mx plus b, I see that my b value, this plus 5, that's my y-intercept. So I'm going to start by putting a dot. I'm going to begin on the y value 5. So we're going up 5, that's right here. And now this negative 3/2 x, that's telling me I have a slope of, well, I'm going to use the negative with the numerator here. So that's going to be down 3 over 2. So I'll start at my dot, my y-intercept, and I'm going to go down 3 over 2, put another dot. And now I'll just draw the line through those 2 points. So there's my first line. Let me do my second line now and see where this line intersects the first line. So for this one, I have a y-intercept of 2. So let me begin at the y value 2 right here on the y-axis. And this negative 3/4 x is telling me I have a slope of down 3 over 4. So let me go down 3 and over 1, 2, 3, 4. And let me draw that line as well. And I see that these two lines intersect at the point 4, negative 1. So that is the solution to this system. To solve this system by graphing, we have to graph each of these lines out and see where they intersect. So for this first one, taking a look at this one in y equals mx plus b form, I notice this minus 3 is telling me I have a y-intercept of negative 3. So I'm going to begin graphing this by putting negative 3 on the y-axis, that dot right down there. And then this 3x, that's telling me I have a slope of 3. So that's really 3 over 1. So we're going up 3, right 1. And then you can keep doing that if you need some more dots there. Let's draw that line. And now let's do this next one. This one has a y-intercept of 2. So that's going to be here on the y-axis. And 1/2 for the slope means I'm going up 1, right 2. And I can keep doing that. Give me that line there. And now wherever these cross, that's going to be my solution. So that happens at the point 2, 3. In order to solve this system of equations by graphing, I have to first rearrange these equations into something that I can graph. So for this first one, I'm just going to put it in y equals mx plus b form by getting y by itself. To start that, I'll subtract 3x from both sides. So I'll still have a negative 2y on the left side, and on the right side now I'll have a negative 3x minus 8. And then dividing both sides by negative 2, that gives me positive y on the left. And on the right, we're going to have negative 3 over negative 2, which I can just write as 3 over 2x. And then negative 8 divided by negative 2 is going to be plus 4. And before I graph this, let me go ahead and rearrange this other one first. So subtracting 4x from both sides, I've got negative 8y equals negative 4x minus 16. Dividing by negative 8, I've got y equals, and now we have negative 4 over negative 8. I'm going to reduce that to 1 over 2x. And then negative 16 over negative 8 is plus 2. So graphing each of these, this first one, I have a y-intercept of 4. So we're going to begin at 4 on the y-axis. And then this 3/2 is saying I have a slope of up 3, right 2. So I'm going to go, starting at this dot here, I'm going to go up 3, right 2. And I could also go down 3 and left 2 if I need some more dots going the other direction to get that line. And now for this one, I have a y-intercept of 2. So right here, there's my dot on the y-axis. And that's going to be a slope of 1/2, so up 1, right 2. And I can keep doing that in either direction. And I see that these lines are going to cross at -2, 1. So that is the solution to this system.